Morning all. So myself and Ruben, we're off to the canal. We're off to do a bit of predator fishing. So we've got 3 rods. Ruben's going to be using 2, and with dead baits on floats. Got some small dead baits, so we're going to hope for some jacks. That's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah.
Possibly something bigger, we never know. I've got worms, so I might have a go for the perch. We've got some breadcrumb to chuck around the dead baits to try and activate the small stuff, to try and get the pike up a bit lively around the dead baits. Yeah, so we're off to Tiverton Canal. We're going to go to Tiverton Road Bridge first, hopefully we can get a spot there. It's 7:20 Sunday morning. Ruben's pretty much just got out of bed, got dressed, and still sleepwalking. And he's flying Chris's bite point angling hat colours today. So thanks Chris for that. It's keeping my boy's head warm at the minute. Alright, let's get to the canal and see if we can get to the spot that we want. See you shortly. Well, I just pulled up. We got the bit that we want, thankfully. But people feel the need to leave rubbish. The rubbish looks like fishing stuff, so the first thing me and Ruben's going to do is probably pick this up so it don't look like we've left it behind. Come on people, have a word with yourself. Don't need to be leaving your shit behind. Hey Rubes, disgusting. Looking good, mate. Bloody typical. It's just starting to rain. It's not going to be much though. Right, Ruben's first cast, so we got a little perch float followed by a little bit of white bait. So Rubes, we're just going to stick it out in front of you. Don't need to cast too far, mate. Just in about the middle. Put like one there and one there. Perfect. Right, so I reckon we've been fishing for probably just over half an hour now, maybe 40 minutes. Not had any knocks on the floats yet, or my feeder rod. So I got, on my rod I've got a feeder and I'm fishing the worm on the bottom. Like I say, yeah, nothing so far. The sun's just starting to come up now, so it's getting a bit warmer. Ruben didn't come that equipped, so he's just sat in the car at the minute, so I'm on guard of the floats and the rods. I've been chucking some breadcrumb out there to try and get the small stuff active. I have seen 1 or 2 swirls out there, so I think we've activated something out there. We're just now waiting for it to find one of our dead baits, and then hopefully Ruben can hook into a little jack, or well, not say little, but it'd be nice for any size pike really. That's the aim today, is to try and get Ruben into a pike. My rod's just a bonus here today at the minute, just hoping that I might pick up a perch. But I have caught pike here on the worm anyway, so you never know. We got 3 rods, so hopefully something will interact with us soon. Alright, as you can see, it's a different location now. Ruben was getting fed up. He was a bit cold, to be honest. and so he's back home in the warm with Fred, and well, it was too short of a spell for me, so I've had to come out, and I've come to the culm now, so I'm going to use my feeder rod with the worms. I've got some bread flake, bread crumb, little liquidized bread, got some worms, so yeah, I'm going to give this a bash now. Hopefully might find some perch or some chub, hopefully. So yeah, let's get organised and see if we can catch something. Well, I'm getting a couple of bites. Obviously my bait's quite big, so whether it's smaller stuff, it might be perch, because my worms are coming back in half. So something's taking something here. I have got bread, but I kind of want to keep to a bigger bait. I know there's dace and roach and stuff in here, but I just fancy something, put a bit more of a bend in the rod, so I'm going to stick with it for a minute. Stick with a worm. Got my worms from Culm Bait and Tackle Shop in Culm, and thanks very much Adrian and Paul, much appreciated. Great little shop. I just got my first little chublet on the worm. Nice little bite that was. Managed to hook this one. So I've just put a bit of bread on now for the first time. It's obviously stands out a lot more in the water. I've been getting bites on the worm, but I've only really hooked that little chublet at the minute. So just getting a nudge now. I mean, I could scale down quite a bit, put a light lead on and a smaller hook and use bread punch, and I reckon I'd probably catch a few more fish, but I'm just going to stick at the bigger baits for a bit longer, I think. Hopefully we might get a nice chub. But I've got something decent on here, I reckon. I nearly took my rod in. It's come out of the danger area. It's a chub, it's not a trout, that's good. He absolutely went off like a rocket, that one. There we go, look. Nice calm chub. Like I say, this one nearly took my rod in. Let's get this one back and see if we can entice something else. Well, fish like that makes it all worthwhile. Nice, so the rod's back out again. Another worm on there. In the same sort of area. That was a clonking bite. I actually thought it was going to be bigger than that, the way it fought. It wanted to take me right, on the far bank there's a load of brambles that are hanging in the water, and he wanted to go straight in under there, and then he come out and went straight in under the other side, but thankfully I got him out in the middle, and then it was easy going then, but it was a bit nerve-wracking at the start. But yeah, my rod just went bang right the way around. There was no little nudges, it was just whack. Just what you want to see, really. I'm just toying with the idea now whether to move to a different spot. I've been here for, I don't know, maybe hour and a half, I reckon. I've had 2 chub, and I haven't had a bite since I had that last one. So I'm just wondering whether I should just go upriver. Seems I'm on this side of the river. Give that a little spell, maybe. And yeah, see if we can catch something somewhere else. I just got a feeling that chub might have killed this swim. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do that. Let's move. Right, so I've moved location. I'm a bit further up the river. I'm quite high up here. I've got a long landing net pole, so we should be good. I fished here before with my 6 foot and managed it, but I've got a 3 metre net now, or pole, so we should be right. At the minute, I'm right in the gap, probably about here in that shadow. Got the worm on with liquidised bread in the swim feeder. I'm using a swim feeder, releases it a bit slower. My mix is quite dry as well, so that's a combination of some So Simple bait, which is the krill ground bait, and then with some liquidised bread. And yeah, so just been filling up the swim feeder. It's slowly empties itself, and I've got the worm on the end. Yeah, so let's try it now. So that last spot, I lasted about 5 minutes in it because I was quite high up on the bank. It was really windy, and then I reeled in and I got snagged up on the reeds in front of me because it was just quite an awkward spot, really. And I thought, well, let's get out of the way of the wind. And then I lost me hook in the reeds, so I've just had to set up again and move. And first cast I put it in the trees and lost that, so I've just set up again, and I've just got, this is what I lost just a second ago. It's just a light little lead with a float stop straight through to size 10 hook. Got 2 nice juicy worms. I put new line on my reels last weekend, and I think that's why I don't need to cast very hard, because it absolutely flew off. Right, so we're in a different spot, not so windy, just a little running lead. The flow's on the far bank. I'm in the flow. There's a lot of leaves and bits and pieces coming down. So yeah, so I'm getting quite a few taps here, and I think that's just the leaves. But I think I'll distinguish a bite from a leaf. So fingers crossed we'll get something out of this spot now. It's quite a bit of water. No overhanging trees for in my way, only the ones on the far bank that I've already found. So yeah, let's see what we can pull out here. Just knowing there's quite a big boil in front of me, so there's got to be something in the water for that to do that. And the water kind of flows, like I said, on the far bank, and it just comes back in around here, so I might be tempted just to fish just past that boil and see what we can get. Bite here just as yet. It's probably got to do with the way I'm fishing, as in I'm not putting any freebies in the. I'm not using a feeder, so I'm just relying on the worms that I'm putting on the hook and hoping that I just cast fish really. But at the minute, no bites whatsoever. Fishing that first swim when I was down in a hole under the trees and everything, I didn't realise how windy it is. It's quite windy. I'm in a wind trap here and the sun's lovely and warm on my face, but not getting any bites at the minute. There is another spot a bit further up that I could try, going in the trees and whatnot, but I'm not sure whether I can be bothered to move again. Well, I have moved. I've come to a completely different spot than I intended to, purely because I'm starting to get a bit fed up. Things aren't going my way, bites aren't happening, so I've just come back to almost where I started, not the canal, but just across the river is where I had the 2 chub. So I'm up a bit further, probably about 30 metres, fishing the back of the swim really, or the front of the swim. So I'm just going to give it a little go here. Still just got my running lead with a worm on, just keeping it simple. Going to see how long I can give it here, and then yeah, pack up and go home. I think I've had a nice chub, so all's good. Well, I think my time has come. I'm not really feeling it at the minute. Moved a couple of times now, quite frequently, not getting any bites. Whether that's because I'm not using a feeder of any description, probably, but I'm just starting to get itchy feet, hungry, thirsty. I've not eaten today, so yeah, I've had a nice chub, which was made it worthwhile in the first swim down on the culm. But yeah, it's been quiet after that fish wherever I've been. So yeah, I'm going to call it a day, I think. So thanks for watching. Sorry it's not been full of fish, but that's the way it goes sometimes. But it's been nice to be out, and I hope you all have a great rest of the weekend. It's Sunday now, Sunday afternoon, so yeah, I hope you're doing something you're enjoying, and please, if you haven't already, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I've also got a Facebook group, The Adventures of the Bearded Rod, so be sure to look me up on that as well, and come and join the group. It's all good. And yeah, like I say, have a good weekend, and see you on the bank sometime soon.